Hello and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today I want to talk about the team I am using for exploration in Fontaine because I think it's actually a insanely good team for exploration in this new region. And yeah, I kind of just stumbled on it by accident. I'm not really been planning to use this team, and it just kind of happened. Because the thing is, before Fontaine, I was farming some artifacts in the Shimenawa and Emblem domain, and was kind of like, let's use some characters that I haven't used in a while. Like Jean, for example. She's one of my favorite characters, but over the last few months I didn't use her that much. So yeah, I put Jean in there, then I put Dia in there, and I was like, Rosari, I think, has some good synergy with Dia. Let's try to get some melts. I was just kind of building a random team, basically, just with some characters that I thought could be fun playing together. And then the fourth member I actually put in was Diona, because I wanted her to get some friendship. Yeah, because my goal is to get every character to friendship level 10. I'm almost there, but a few are missing. Diona's one of them. She's not really built. But yeah, she was just in there for friendship. And then when Fontaine came around, I basically just switched out Diona for Lynette. But after exploring Fontaine for a while now, I realized that this team is actually really kind of cracked at exploration. And, I'm just gonna explain why, step by step. First off, let's talk about a certain passive. This here increases movement speed of your own party members by 10% during the day. This is always active between 6 and 18 o'clock. Yeah, that's just a passive that Dia has, just to make you move faster during the day. And Rosaria just so happens to have the same passive, but for night instead. So yeah, basically that means 10% movement speed 24/7 if you have both of them in your team. So yeah, that's one thing that this team has that is obviously really good for exploration because you want to move fast, right? But then it gets even better because Anemo Resonance, which this team obviously has, if you take a look real quick here at the Elemental Resonance, Anemo increases stamina consumption by 15% and increases movement speed by another 10%. So now we have 20% movement speed and we use less stamina. So can't get much better for exploration, right? It does though. Because Jean, my Jean at least, is C2. And if you have a C2 Jean, then you get an additional 15% movement speed every time you pick up an elemental orb. So after picking up an elemental orb with Jean, you're basically just zooming over the battlefield. Because at that point, we have 35% movement speed up. Which is honestly really fun to just, run over the map with that much speed. Okay, so, but getting all this speed was already possible before Fontaine, right? That's nothing new. We were able to do this ever since the year came out. But it gets better, because now we have Lynette. And Lynette here is kinda top tier for exploring. And there's one big reason why. She has this. And this is Yelan's skill. Oh, shut up, Paimon. I'm in the middle of something here. Well, probably shouldn't have started the video at the edge of the map, but whatever. Getting back on topic. She basically has Yelan's skill. And if you have played Yelan before, then you know that Yelan is kinda top tier for exploration as well, because of that skill. I mean, the skill in general is top tier, but yeah, it's really nice for exploration. Because you move faster than when you sprint with the skill, and at the same time, you regenerate stamina. So you basically can just sprint, and then after a while you use the skill and get back your stamina. And then after the skill you can just continue sprinting, which is really nice. And yeah, Lynette's skill, as you could see here, works exactly the same as Yelan's skill. Which, again, since Yelan is top tier for exploration, because of that skill, it kind of makes Lynette top tier too. But the thing is, Lynette is even better than Yelan. Not in combat, of course. Yelan is kinda cracked in combat, Lynette isn't. But for exploration, Lynette is better simply because of the fact that she can provide Anemo Resonance. Yeah, like I showed before, Anemo Resonance is pretty good for exploration. And, Lynette basically combines Yelan's skill with the Anemo element, which is just, the best combination you can ask for if you want to explore a big new map in this game. Okay, you're seeing now why I think this team is one of the best exploration teams ever? Well, I'm not at the end yet. There is more. And for this more, we need to go underwater. So yeah, we have the nice, beautiful underwater area here in Fontaine, which is amazing. I'm loving underwater exploration so far. And yeah, if you've played a bit underwater, then you know that if you want to heal here, you need to find a healing spot. Which, currently there's no healing spot around. It would show it on the map because Lynette actually has a talent that shows these spots on the map. And yeah, there's nothing around here. So, how do I heal my characters? Well, one option, of course, is food, which still works underwater. But if you don't want to burn through your food, what do? You can't really do anything. You're out of options because you can't use your elemental skills and elemental bursts underwater. Just doesn't work. So normally I could just switch to Gene, press Q, use the elemental burst, and the whole team is just healed to full health immediately. Can't do that underwater, since no elemental skills, no elemental bursts. So what am I getting at here? Well, basically there's a very simple solution to this healing problem. And that solution is Deer. Because Deer is the only character in the game, as far as I know, who can heal herself without having to use an elemental skill, elemental burst, or food. Or a statue, or whatever. Just by using a passive talent, which I think is this one here. Yeah. When her HP is less than 40%, she automatically recovers part of her HP, and she can do that every 20 seconds. Which from my experience so far exploring Fontaine underwater is actually really fucking nice. Especially if you're not really used to the mechanics yet and get hit a lot by the enemies. Like this guy, for example, who is taking offense to my presence here, even though I have done nothing to anger him. What's your problem? Why did you attack me? Okay, now he's calm again, apparently. But the fighting music is still... Oh no, he's not calm. He's not calm. I don't want to kill you. What are you doing? Anyway, if you get hit by a guy like this, maybe you should just get hit for, for science. To demonstrate the healing. But yeah. If you get hit, not enough. If you get hit some more, underwater, instead of having to use food, or, seek out a healing spot, if you just use the here, then you don't have to worry about any of that. Yeah, there we go. She just heals back up, and you basically never die. Because the enemies down here, they're not doing enough damage to kill Dia. She's immortal down here. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. All these things add up to making this team one of the best exploration teams you could ever hope for. Well, there's one more thing actually, and that is something that Lynette can do, and also any other Fontaine character actually, and Hydro Traveler as well. But it's something that is really fun, so you should definitely have a Fontaine character or Hydro Traveler in your team while exploring underwater, because then you can do this. And this, it may not look like much, but this is honestly one of the fun things. Oh, Paimon, shut up again. What I wanted to say here before Paimon interrupted me so rudely is that just jumping out of the water and back into it again is one of the most fun things that you can do in this new update. It's just so much fun. I don't even get why. It's just the best. I love it. And yeah, again, only Fontaine characters can do that, including Hydro Traveler. If you try it with any other characters, sadly, they'll just go up to the surface normally here without jumping out of the water. I wish they would implement this for every character. Maybe they're gonna do in the future, but yeah, so far only Fontaine characters. And yeah, you can also use this to jump and then glide immediately. Maybe you could even jump up on this ledge out of the water. Kinda wanna try that. Okay, let's see if we can get up there by jumping out of the water. Okay, well, that doesn't work quite that well, but it's still really fun to do. So yeah, that's about it. That's the team I'm using, and it's fucking amazing. You should really try it. It's a great team. I love it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have a nice day.